Welcome everybody. This is a walkthrough for Interception 2. This was a challenge for the MetaCTF 2021. So this is a continuation of Interception 1. It's another ARP poisoning scenario. Basically, unfortunately, we don't have the network diagram because the hints are hidden after the event ends, but it looks very similar to this. We are here. We have an IP address on this 192.168.0/24 subnet, and there is, I forget how many different hosts, but there was a good number, like 10 or 20, something like that. And basically, one of the hosts is sending traffic to another host. And so we need to be able to ARP poison the host that's trying to send traffic to the other one, and we need to be able to intercept it. So first, we need to identify which host is supposed to be receiving it so we can poison the network connections for that. And we're going to be able to do this because it is using TCP port 8000. So we'll be able to see that that port is open and listening using Nmap. So I'm going to hop right in, just copy this over. It might give me an error here. Oh, nope. Looks like it cleared out. So this isn't similar to Interception 1. It doesn't have a lot of tools installed. Thankfully, Nmap is installed, and so is ARPing. So we're going to be able to utilize those two to be able to accomplish this. So first, we need to figure out what our IP address is. So 192.168.0.91/24. So first thing we're going to want to do is do an Nmap for port 8000. It's TCP, so we don't need to do anything else. And then we are going to run it against our subnet. So 0024. And then I'm just going to grep before, I want to say it was like 5. Let's just do 6 just to be safe, and then after 2, and then we're going to be looking for open, because most of them are going to be closed, and we really don't care about filtered. We're just looking for the open port. So go ahead and run that. It'll take a little bit of time to run, and we get a reply. And it looks like 192.168.0.78. So that is going to be the destination of our poisoning. So now we need to figure out how we can poison everything. One thing with IP subnets is there is a network address and there's a broadcast address. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a poisoning against the broadcast address, because it'll just blanket it out to everybody, and we'll be able to basically poison everybody at the same time and get our traffic. So first thing we'll do is we will get our ARPing situated and going. So -U for unsolicited. Our source is going to be 192.168. Oh, almost forgot. We need to add our IP address, otherwise we will get an error. So we're going to add that to our device at 0. So now if we do IP address show, we now have 2 IP addresses associated with that interface. So now for our ARP ping, so U for ungratuitous, S for our source, so 078. And then this is where we specify the broadcast address, which is the last address in the subnet. So not usable, but just the last address. So for /24, it's going to be 255. So we'll go ahead and do this and throw that in the background, and then we're going to throw up an LVNP 8000. And there we go. So that's how you solve it. Yeah, that's this is how ARP poisoning works. So hopefully this was informative and you learned something.